what we're seeing right now is North Korea, which is insane. I can't believe we're looking at North Korea. But before we come within a mile of North Korea, me and my two brothers will be exploring the craziness of Seoul. And there's just so much going on here. It's too much to take in. And seeing some things we've never seen before. But of course, North Korea tops it all, so make sure to stick around till the end. Let's get started. We just got here, and apparently a guard ceremony is about to begin. I have no idea what that looks like, but this is such good timing.
수문장을 상으로 하수군이 광화문 월대를 향해 행렬하고 있습니다. 감사합니다.
Ladies and gentlemen, touching the uniforms or gears is not allowed.
Okay, the guard ceremony was super cool. I'm glad we caught it. And now we're in the courtyard of the palace. You have to pay to enter, and so we're not gonna pay, but we're gonna look at it and then head to our next spot in Seoul. Just kidding. It was actually free for me and like $2 for Sam and Micah, so we're going in the palace. This place was huge, and honestly, as we kept walking, there was more and more to see. But after taking some absolutely beautiful photos of Micah, he'll probably be embarrassed when he sees this, we headed to our next activity. We have made it to the second stop, which is a traditional Hanok Village, wherever you say it. It's a little lifeless, but it's very, very cute. After exploring the village for a little bit, we headed to a restaurant and got some traditional bibimbap, which, I'm sorry, I know I'm saying that wrong.
I'm just so impressed with Jack and Sam. They just the octopus. Bibimbap bowl. I just got the regular. Jack is eating that. Isn't that crazy? And Micah has been eating some seaweed, and he's been successfully using chopsticks, but recently had to resort to a spoon. Sam over there has eaten that whole bowl with chopsticks. Very good.
Also guys, I just wanted to say if you're enjoying this video, I'd love it if you would subscribe. I've never been closer to 1,000 subscribers. And now we're heading to Namsan Tower. This was my favorite part of visiting Seoul last time, and I'm so excited to go back. I just hope the weather cooperates so we can get some views of the city. When we got to Namsan Park, we apparently chose the hardest path up the mountain, as it was completely stairs. And apparently I walk super loudly. And when it's slippery, Micah is prone to slipping. But we made it up the mountain, which had decent views. Even though it was pretty foggy today, we were still able to see some of downtown, which was pretty cool.
Okay, wow, that is crazy.
We have enjoyed our coffee up here at the top of Namsan Tower. And we just got a message from our host offering us a chicken. Oh, I don't know if you can read it. Is it backwards? He offered us a chicken. We don't know if it's alive or cooked, but we're probably going to accept and see what happens.
I'm sure it's probably just like a rotisserie chicken.
I think it's alive.
I definitely think it's a rotisserie chicken.
Sam, what do you think?
I think it's live. But I think it's very kind, and it would be culturally inappropriate to refuse his offered gift.
Me too. And what he said. So we're gonna accept the chicken and see what happens. After agreeing to accept the chicken in whatever form it would be, later that night at our Airbnb, we headed down the mountain and to our next activity. And after a lot of walking and some metro riding, we've made it to the National Museum of Korea. Micah's choice. Sam and I wanted to go to the mall.
I have insisted on the National Museum because they want to go to a mall and walk around. I'm like, why would we walk around there and learn and see nothing except envy and jealousy?
Anyway.
Or we could go to the National Museum and learn about Korea.
You may remember last time I was in South Korea, I had so much fun at the mall. We're gonna go try something new, which is always good and fun. Let's do it. We're here in the museum and it's actually huge. Looks more interesting than I thought, so I'll give it a chance. We are currently in the medieval section of the museum. This was Micah's choice. It's fairly boring, like extremely boring, like I'm falling asleep. But there was an immersive room or whatever, which was very cool. Hopefully we'll be heading to the quiet room of contemplation on the second floor, which is my choice, but for now, we're looking at all this history. After doing some serious contemplating, we headed to Sam's exhibit, which was Greek sculpture and art. It was also very boring. Well, we've been sitting here for a little while in the museum, but now we're heading to a night market, a Christmas market actually, which is crazy to find here in Seoul, and we're gonna go there and have dinner and then go back to our Airbnb because we're all very tired. We need to sleep. But let's go to the Christmas market. We have reached a Christmas market and there's just so much going on here. It's too much to take in. Well, there are literally thousands of people wanting to enter the market. So obviously we're not going to go in because that would take forever. So we're just going to stay outside the market and see what's around it. Honestly, that Christmas market was so busy, so we just got right out of there and headed to Burger King. And I'm telling you guys, fast food hits different in other countries. Burger King is so good. And then we headed back to our Airbnb to eagerly await our chicken delivery. Alright, after our official unboxing, UHC chicken. Okay, it's because I have this thing. Okay, just
He looks like a noob.
give us a whole bottle of Coke. Chicken radish pickle. I'm thinking it looks like fried okra, but it smells terrible. Here, Sam, take a bite.
Me?
Yeah.
Smells like little chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're chicken
I like
nuggets.
chicken nuggets. Oh, I take it back. Sorry for saying they smell terrible. And this box. Wow, that's a lot of chicken.
Look at all those chickens.
You look so shiny.
You do look very shiny.
Dude, that was so gross. I can't believe I put that on my face.
Mm.
Oh, yuck.
I'm definitely gonna have to rewash. And today is the day I think I've been most looking forward to. We finally get to go see North Korea. Obviously you can't go inside North Korea, but we'll go to Peace Park and look across the border. Well, getting to the viewpoint for North Korea is apparently very complicated. We had to take 2 trains and now we have to take another bus up to the park. We'll see how long that takes. I did not video on the bus very much because I was actually scared for my own life. This bus driver was crazy, and we were also driving through a rural part of South Korea that apparently no tourists visit because we were the only Americans on the bus. But eventually, after a long and scary ride, we made it to the entrance of the Peace Park. Okay, this is so weird, and we have no idea what's going on. But we got to the entrance to the Peace Park. We didn't have a Korean credit card, so she just ended up giving us tickets, the ticket lady, which was so nice of her. And then we got on another bus, and we'll see if it takes us to the real Peace Park. This is so confusing, and we're very out of our element. Okay, somehow we made it. We actually got to the Peace Park and now we're walking this super cool, huge thing to a lookout to North Korea, but I think what we're seeing right now is North Korea, which is insane. I know. There it is. The sun is extremely bright, but we've made it. That's literally North Korea right behind me. As you can see, that's a little fake village that they set up. All the lights go on and off at the same time each night. And past that, there's really nothing. It's so isolated compared to South Korea on the other side. I can't believe we're looking at North Korea. Even though North Korea was super cool, we were so cold, so we went inside and did the most American thing ever by getting Starbucks. But it had one of the craziest views a Starbucks could possibly have. I then took some videos and photos through the binoculars they had at the lookout, and I got a closer look at the propaganda village, including a North Korean flag on top of this building, a car, and even some people we thought must be soldiers. It was the craziest experience. And now I can officially say the craziest place I've ever been is less than a mile from North Korea. What an amazing way to end off our trip in South Korea. Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah. It was great. It was wonderful, crazy.
Yay, and now we're going back to the airport. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, and we're gonna make this a very more than annual thing, hopefully. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
How did they come here? I mean, the transportation is not very easy.
Yeah.
Actually, just kidding, I couldn't end it there. We ran into a very sweet couple named Bruce and Gina, and they drove us all the way from the Peace Park, yes, to the Seoul Gyeongbokgung airport where we picked up our bags. It was so nice of them, and also I'm feeling very awkward because everybody decided to come down the escalator right in front of us at this point. Now I'm ending it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
감사합니다.
Oh.
Okay.